Oh my gosh, I am so excited to finally sit down and film this video. You have no idea, guys. I don't even have an intro. I'm too excited. I will say this though. After I finish filming this video, the first thing I need to do is clean up this space. I am just stuck at my desk. I can't even procrastinate because I literally can't go anywhere. So, guess we better put on some makeup. Hello everyone! I'm here today to share with you guys a full face of makeup that you guys chose out for me to put on my face. I asked you guys on YouTube what makeup you wanted me to film with, what products you wanted me to use in every single category, and I compiled it all. I bought a whole bunch of stuff online, and I am so excited because I have everything laid out in front of me. And most of these products, in fact, I have not actually tried before, so that's extra exciting. So give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see more of these types of videos, and if you guys watched my last video, you would know that every single video in February, I'm doing a giveaway for you guys as a thank you for being amazing and watching my videos and subscribing. So this is what we are giving away today. And all you have to do to enter is be subscribed to this channel and also comment down below what video you guys want to see in the next couple of weeks, whether it's a video type that I've done before, a full face, a testing of a particular product. And if you see a comment down below of an idea that you also want to see, give that comment a big thumbs up. That's not going to like change how you're going to be entered into the contest or increase odds or anything like that. It just gives me a sense of what type of videos you guys really want to see next. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And of course, giveaways every single video in February. And without further ado, let's get into this. The first product, or actually products, we're going to be testing out is part of the new brow collection from Hourglass. So we are going to be testing out their brow sculpting pencil, which I don't believe is new, but we're going to be using it anyway. And also their new brow volumizing fiber gel. So it has fibers in it that are going to give the illusion that your brows are actually fuller than they might be in person. Start with a pencil here, which is basically like a triangular shaped pencil. And I'm just going to fill this in a little bit, just like the bald spots. You know how I feel like everyone has like bald spots in their brows somewhere. Okay, now that I've created a little bit more of a shape, let's go in with this sculpting stuff. So this is in soft brunette, by the way. And I don't even know what it looks like. Oh my gosh, that's so cool! So the brush itself is really long on one side and short on the other side. The formula is very dry, which is a good thing. Like, I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I'm saying that there's not like a thick cake of product that I have to like scrape off on the side, you know? So you don't like a big chunk of fibers in one general section. I'm gonna try with a shorter, flatter edge to kind of put the product in and then brush it with the other side. So far, I kind of like the vibe it's giving. I feel like if you really like defined, very crisp, Instagrammy brows, you may not like this product, but I'm enjoying it so far. I like the fact that it has two different like sizes of bristles. It makes it easier to manipulate the product a little bit more and create the look you're like. My brows do look thicker, right? That's not just me. They legit look like bushier. That's so cool. And now let's go on to the eyes, and I'm gonna start by just priming my lids, and I'm going to be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, this one right here. And I'm really excited to use the eyeshadow palette that you guys have been requesting. It finally came in, and it is the Dream Street palette. This is from ColourPop. It's their collaboration with Kathleen Lights. And today I'm gonna use more of the softer shades because I'm doing a softer eye look today because you guys requested something very specific for the lips. But these are the shades right here, and just from like first glance, they're beautiful. Like, I just wanna stare at it. I don't even know where to start. What are we doing again? Here are two of the shades swatch on the hand. We have the matte up here and the shimmer down here, and just like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna start with this matte shade right here. It's sort of a peachy nude transition shade, I wanna say. And I'm going to put that in the crease. Woo! Went too aggressive into that shadow. You guys can see. It's a little bit crumbly, but that to me is no different than the ABH eyeshadows either. I have the same experience with them, and they just blend out like a dream on the eyes. And basically all I'm doing is using 1, 2, and 3, and I'm just blending them out onto the lid and into the crease. And so far, so good. I am excited to continue to play with these, like especially this like these two blue shades right here, dying to put these on the lids. So I'm going to continue to apply this and kind of dust it on and sweep it and blend it and do all that fun stuff. And we'll be back with the next product. All right, now moving on to mascara. I just threw on a little bit of black liner on like the upper waterline. Oh, I need to curl my lashes. And the mascara we're gonna be testing out is one from the drugstore. This is the L'Oreal False Lash X Fiber Mascara. And so many of you guys wanted to see what this looked like. So they have the side 1 and side 2. You start with the first side. This is a primer and it's a black primer, not a white one. I've never understood why they had white primers, but yay, it's black. And this is going to build volume and color with each lash. And then the next one is the fiber infused mascara with 20 times more lengthening versus the Superstar Original. Oh, there was original to this. I should have known that. All right, so let's start with the first one. This is going to build some volume to the lashes here. So far, so good. I like the formula. It's not too wet. It's not too dry. We'll let that dry on the lid while we apply the second side. And this is the fiber infused side. Whoa, yeah, no, it's got fibers in there. So the actual mascara wand itself is curved and has these little black little fibery things that are going to cling onto the mascara, and which is why I'm putting it on right now, and give you that intense volume, apparently. So there are my lashes with the second side versus the one side. You can see definitely like there's definitely a difference there. It's still not as like black and voluminous as I was hoping, but they're definitely lengthened. Let's try it on the other side, and maybe I'll try like a second coat. So much for not getting any mascara on my lids. Good job, Rachel. Whoa, there we go. Look at those lashes, everyone. Boom. So I'm gonna let that mascara dry on the lid a little bit more, and then I'm just gonna try and flake it off. But while we wait for that, I'm gonna go on to the face makeup. I'm gonna start with the Becca Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. A lot of you guys have been asking how this goes, as well as the setting powder, which I will be talking about in a little bit. I bought this a while ago off of Sephora and I've been dying to try this. And basically what it says here is this is going to be a primer that's going to brighten the under eye area. It's going to depuff. It's going to smooth out that area. So just as you would use a primer for the rest of your skin to prevent any foundation from caking up or creasing, this is going to be for the under eye area. And so I'm just going to smooth a little bit underneath the eyes. Honestly, it just feels like a lip balm. It feels like I'm putting lip balm underneath my eyes right now. So just for the purposes of testing this out, I am just going to apply it under this one eye and then just see, because I'm going to be testing out a new concealer, just see if it makes a significant difference. And now for primer today, you guys wanted to see the Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer. This is a new one from Physicians Formula that has a luminosity to it and it's going to prep and prime the skin, but also make it look all dewy and stuff. It also says on the website that it has optical blurring agents and 5 unique filtering pearls to improve the appearance of the skin tone. It's very reflective, very shiny, and whoa, yeah, that's very shiny. Okay, oh my goodness. Let's blend that out. The formula is a little bit on the tricky side to blend into the skin. It just like, it feels like it's like drying very, very quickly. And next up for foundation, we're gonna be testing a new one from NARS, and this is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. And this is supposed to be their first 16-hour foundation that is lightweight, it's breathable, fade resistant formula. Okay, we'll see. It's also supposed to be transfer resistant, sweat resistant, and has like buildable medium to full coverage, and it's not going to look cakey or feel heavy and drying on the skin. I might actually mix these two shades here. This is Deauville and Mont Blanc, but one feels a little bit too yellow and the other one feels too pink. So we're gonna blend them. I'm gonna blend it out with a brush on one side and a sponge on the other side. Oh, that's a little bit light. We'll try it. The formula itself feels more on the liquidy side, not thick, but not watery either. Nice and in between, I wanna say. The finish almost feels like a very soft matte. It's not dewy by any means, but it's not really hardcore matte either. There's a little bit of radiance, which also might be the primer that I put on underneath. It's definitely medium coverage. We'll see how buildable it is, and we'll also see if it oxidizes on my skin at all, because you never know with these foundations. Most of the time they do. So far my skin is looking super duper flawless, and it is covering up pretty much everything like perfectly. So far, so good. Then we'll try it with a sponge on the other side and see if that makes any difference, but I should probably go and wet that first. In terms of which side I like better re-applicator, I think I like the sponge side better just because I feel like, and I think honestly it's the primer. I don't think this is doing anything for like the enlarged pores I have. Like my skin's not looking bad by any means. It's definitely got that full coverage feel, but it is looking a little heavy in that area, and I think we can fix that with a different primer. And now on to concealer, and this like won by a landslide. Like there was no competition. You guys definitely wanted to see me review these products, and they are the new concealers from Makeup Revolution. I got C1, C7, C4, and C6 because I really wasn't sure what it was gonna be like in person. Let's start with this one. This is C6. So this is what the applicator looks like, very similar to the very large concealer wand that Tarte has as well. And I'm just using the concealer sponge. This is from L'Oreal. I've been really enjoying this for blending out my concealer recently. And so far so good. It is very, very full coverage. And by the way, C6 is a pretty good shade match for me. Hopefully this doesn't oxidize. It's funny how when it oxidizes, it goes rapidly from being the perfect shade to being whoa, Oompa Loompa. I'm not noticing any significant difference with the Becca primer, and maybe just my eyes weren't as puffy as they sometimes can be, and maybe that would make a huge difference. Hopefully this isn't super drying underneath the eyes, which is something that I find with the Tarte Shape Tape. It can be a little bit aggressive underneath my eyes, so I'll either have to mix it with a different concealer, or I'll have to apply like the Farsali Rose Gold Elixir underneath my eyes first, and then put on the concealer on top, and that just sort of makes it a little bit more malleable and not as drying. Then we look all creasy, and that's not cute. If this sits underneath my eyes as well as it is blended out right now, this is gonna be my new favorite concealer. Just saying. And to set the under eye area today, we're gonna be using, as promised, the Becca Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder. So it's going to sort of diminish the appearance of any dark circles. It's also super lightweight, so it's not gonna settle into any fine lines. All right, so it says to use a nice, small, fluffy brush. I think this was used for highlight, but we can clean it off. We're just gonna sweep very small amounts underneath the eye area. It feels very light, very velvety underneath the eyes. It has a very, very minor brightening effect. I wouldn't say anything over the top. I'm curious to see how this would compare to like the little e.l.f. under eye setting powder, because I feel that that is very similar to this one, but obviously a lot cheaper. And for the rest of my face, I'm gonna be using another product from Makeup Revolution. This is their luxury baking powder. This is their banana powder, and it's just going to cook your makeup underneath and just make it stay crease free all day. So far it looks really nice on the skin. I was worried it was gonna look a little yellow, but it's not at all. We'll see if there's any sort of anti-creasing benefits to it. But yeah, it looks good so far. Okay, now that I finished up underneath the eyes, we're gonna go on to blush, and you guys requested the Tarte blushes, which I love, so that was an easy one. I think I'm gonna do a combination of these two shades today. We have Peaceful and Fearless. They last forever on the skin. They're such beautiful, beautiful blushes, so I can see why you guys wanted to see them, because they're amazing. Oh, I totally forgot bronzer. Well, we'll just do bronzer next. And the bronzer that was requested is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I'm using milk chocolate because my skin is a little bit lighter, and I just find this one's a little bit more flattering on my skin, but it smells so good. I haven't actually used this one in a while, so we're gonna be bringing it back. I feel like I'm getting it in my bunny ears. I have to wash them again. And now on to highlight. So excited to test these ones out. I tested out the eyeshadows from this collection in last Tuesday's video, but now I get to test out the highlight. And these are the NYX Love You So Mochi highlighters, and they have that cool like putty-like texture. It's like subtle. It's not like really spongy or anything like that, but it's there. So we have two different shades here. This one is Arcade Glam, and this one is Lit Life. And I think for today, we're probably going to choose this one right here. So let's see if the texture is here on this one. Which one do I choose? This one maybe? Ooh, it is. This one's squishier. Maybe it's because, ow, just hit myself. Good job, Rachel. It's just because it's like a larger space or whatever, but like it is kind of a cool texture. And let's swatch all of these and just see which one we'll go put on my face. Ooh, they're all really nice. Very, very blindy. Blindy isn't a word, Rachel. They're all very similar, but the duochrome is slightly different. So we have one that's more yellowy gold with a bit of a peach reflex, which is the top one here. This one has like a white, almost purpley tone, and then the bottom one is obviously very blue. So we're just gonna dip a brush, and we're just gonna apply it. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Apply a mixture of these two shades to the inner corner of my eye as well. These highlights are definitely very frosty. I feel like the blue one is a little bit glittery versus the other ones. I don't notice the glitter as much. They're more of a metallic kind of a frost. And now onto the lips. And I asked you guys in this sort of community tab, which shows up in your subscription feed, what type of lip you wanted me to do, whether it was nude, red, vampy and dark, or something that's wild and crazy, sort of like unusual colors or combinations. And a lot of you wanted me to do something a little bit wild and something that I've never done before. And to do so, I'm going to be using the products that you guys wanted to see me review and test out, and those are the new Fenty lipsticks. And I chose 2 colors today because I figured I could kind of like mix them or do like an ombre or something. So I chose Ya Dig, which is like a periwinkle blue, and One of the Boys, which is a very pale lavender. And I thought those would kind of look kind of cool together. I haven't tried these lipsticks yet. This is my first go at them, but a lot of people seem to really like them. Or maybe they just like Rihanna, I don't know. But definitely 10 out of 10 for packaging, as usual. So beautiful. Although I feel like mine are gonna get really like fingerprinty super quickly. So let's swatch these on the hand to start with. Whoa, they are pigmented. Look how purple that is. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Dusty blue color. Whoa. Okay, cool. We can do this, everyone. So far in swatching, they feel very, very light. They are very like creamy and pigmented. I don't know what they're gonna be like on the lips though, so let's try them. We'll start with the blue, I guess. Oh, whoa, that is blue. And maybe I'll start by like, it looks like I have a blue mustache, by the way. Do I look good, everyone? I think maybe we'll start by like outlining with the blue and then we'll fill it in with the lavender shade. I don't know. And let's stick this shade like in the center. Oh, that looks kind of cool. What do you think, everyone? Am I pulling it off? I feel like the eyes are a little bit warm. I almost want to do like a more neutrally or like a cool tone to kind of like bring it into the lip a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just experimenting here, but I feel like adding like a little bit of a dark blue. I'm using this sample this is from Kat Von D in the shade Echo. Around the outside has helped, as well as I add a little bit of purple liner just to pick up on the color a little bit. And like, look at what a difference it makes just adding a tiny bit of a false lash. Like, they're not glued down or anything, but like, look at that. It looks so much better, I feel like. This whole look escalated quickly, everyone. We went from cute every day to Coachella really quickly. All right, so there are the lashes on, and these are the Lily lashes in Canes, which probably are my favorite like full lash that I've ever used. They're nice and fluffy. They're not like over the top. I mean, they are over the top. They are false lashes, but they're really easy to apply, and you can still see, because they're so feathery and fluffy, you can still see my lid space, and so they're not too overwhelming. But I really enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I feel like we got to play with a lot of different new makeup products and come up with something that was really outside of the box for me, and I found this to be a lot of fun. So give this video a big thumbs up if you like these videos and you want to see more of them in the future. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And that is everything. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you, girls. Mwah!